Coming to you from RSA in San Francisco, I'm Christina Ayanian with Nasdaq. And joining me today is CEO of Vectra AI, Hitesh Sheth. Hitesh, great to see you again. Thank you for joining us.
Likewise, real pleasure.
Give me a refresher as to what Vectra AI does and the challenges that you're helping your customers solve today.
Yeah, there's not a better venue than an RSA to kind of talk about this. So we are an AI-driven threat detection response platform. What it essentially means is that we help enterprise companies get ahead of cyber attacks utilizing AI. This has been the underpinning of the business from the time we were founded. And today we do that for the entire kind of the hybrid threat landscape for the enterprise. That includes the public cloud, includes data centers, it includes identity, SaaS, endpoint, and then we just literally yesterday announced what we call, these are the 5 attack surfaces. We introduced the 6th attack surface, which is AI itself. So how do we help customers protect themselves against, as people start using Gen AI, in a really broad way, there is going to be inevitable abuse of that. And how do we help customers deal with that? That's the latest thing that we've just put out there in the market.
You really were the OGs in AI.
That's correct. You remember.
Last time we spoke on Nasdaq's Live from Market Site series, you mentioned how Vectra has been innovating and investing in AI before it became a buzzword. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. What has that evolution of AI been like?
It's first of all, it's phenomenal to now get in front of the customers and you don't have to kind of explain, because AI was viewed as this magical voodoo thing that you have to really kind of spend a lot of time trying to go like, it's actually real. I think we're well past that point, right? And that is quite evident as you walk around now, this RSA conference, and everybody has attached themselves to AI. But for us, the fact that we've got a very deep and wide intellectual property moat around our platform, and with a proven, we have got over 1,500 customers globally now. And so when we talk about how to utilize AI, we actually know what we're talking about. But now we don't have to kind of justify why a customer should consider AI, and that's great.
It's really in your genes.
It is in our DNA. This is who we are, right? And I think again, but it's great now that we can talk to customers and they're very receptive to it.
When the boom started in 2023, it was really focused on consumer tools,
Correct.
And now it's shifting more towards
Correct.
enterprise applications with
Correct.
AI. How does cybersecurity come into play, and what should we be aware of?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think obviously the whole OpenAI, ChatGPT has spurred this. And now you've got all whether it's Microsoft Copilot, the broad use of Gen AI or LLMs is becoming quite prolific in the marketplace. Now the thing with that is that because you can interface with Gen AI using natural language, right? You don't need to be terribly fluent in programming languages or scripting to start using this. And so therefore, you've got this really powerful tool, which, if I were to be very candid about it, when it was originally designed, security was not at the forefront. Right? So a lot of tech, when it comes into the market the first time around, security tends to be sort of like this bolt-on thing you do later. But this time, you've got a very, very powerful tool where since security was not at the forefront, the opportunity to misuse, the opportunity for attackers to leverage that is quite profound. And I think this is where we can step in and help protect the enterprises against that.
Going off of that point, PwC had a recent survey that showed that 77% of CEOs are concerned about AI and the cybersecurity implications with AI.
Correct.
What message do you have to those CEOs?
Look, I would say to them, you're right to be concerned. I think it's a very wise thing to be really concerned about it. And most companies that we speak to nowadays are putting some kind of policy framework in place for their company. But at the same time, you've got to find a way to embrace this in a secure way, right? And so we're going to go through this cycle over the next several years where, how should I put this? There'll be lots of accidents along the way, right?
But you learn.
But you learn, and it should not deter you from doing that. But you've got to be thoughtful about securing, how people utilize LLMs.
And seeing as we're almost halfway through 2024, what do you see as some of the developing trends within the AI space, but also with Vectra?
Look, for us, let me start with, for us as a company, we are off to a really good start in terms of our fiscal year, and we are all about protecting the enterprise against hybrid attacks. That's been the core mission. That mission is not going to change. what I'm really excited about is that we've had this, what I mentioned earlier, the 5 attack surfaces. Now how we bolt on the 6th one and it really deliver that integrated answer for the customers is what's going to be our focus for the coming couple of years.
You're really evolving as the landscape is evolving.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'd like to think, you said OGs of AI. We pioneered the use of AI in cybersecurity, like when we started out. We are now pioneering the use of AI again to protect customers against abuse of AI. And I'm super excited about the role we're going to play here.
And you're going to continue to make waves in the industry.
Absolutely.
Hitesh, thank you so much for joining us.
Real pleasure.
Great to speak with you
You
again,
too.
and looking forward to following your growth.
Until next time.